Griff Park made it. That was pretty good.
That was.
Oh boy, Sara Weinshenk doing the coughing to start today.
Hell yeah, what's up?
How are you?
Good.
We'll talk to you in a second. I gotta tell these people what's up. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can go and find out where you're gonna see The Roach live. Coming up on the 26th and 27th, Dallas Comedy Club. Then after that comes August. I don't know if you know how calendars work, but boy, oh boy, so much in August. We've got Omaha on the 15th of August, 16th and 17th, Des Moines, Iowa. And then the 24th of August, you got Boston. Laugh Boston. So go to thejoshpotter.com, check out all the dates. There's even some beyond that into September. We're cooking up some October, so go check out the website and also sign up with your email. And I don't email you for anything other than to tell you when I'm going to come to where you live. So pleased to be doing that. Join the email list. And if I drop God forbid I ever drop a special sometime down the road here. I mean, it's been years, but we've been talking about it, but it'll happen eventually. Also, some other things are afoot. We'll get into it. We're approaching our 200th episode. And some big announcements happening on the 200th episode. So do tell your friends. Do tell your family. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can continue to be a Roach reporter, or you can send things in the way Griff Parker did. I added the little Griff. We were just talking about the mustard on the beat. I don't know why. I just learned what that was. I didn't know what he was saying. I had to ask Hormos. I asked him, I go, hey, what's that guy say there? Like a real boomer. I'm like, hey, what's he say there?
Mustard as in the condiment?
Yes. That's what he says, right, Alex?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Jesus, you gaslit me into thinking I was wrong. Sara Weinshank's here. She's going to be, the old baby's coming to your town real soon. She's coming to Atlanta. She's coming to Jacksonville. Tell them when and where.
I am coming to Atlanta, Georgia on August 7th. I'll be headlining the Punchline, and then on August 8th, I will be at Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida, not Jackson. She doesn't even know.
Jacksonville, Florida at the Comedy Zone. Jacksonville. And then, as always, Skankfest, baby.
The Shankster, the old baby's not a Jacksonville type, but I know some roaches out there are. So just go see Sara in Jacksonville.
Please come see the old baby in Jacksonville.
And report on us, because we got to know how that goes.
It's going to go great.
I can't wait. The people of Jacksonville. Do you remember that video? See if you can pull that up real quick while Sara and I catch up. The Jacksonville Jaguar fan. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
We played it on the show many, many moons ago. But she's an ancient Jacksonville Jaguar fan from back in the day who discusses their playoff chances. She's famous. Let's see. It's just
is it this lady?
Oh, it sure is. She's on every video. Go play.
Her name's Roberta.
Play it for her. She wants to see. The old baby needs to know what kind of people she's gonna see.
Oh, I'm already out.
No, you're gonna like it. This is who's gonna come watch you when you go perform there.
Oh, I can't wait.
And this is by the way, salt of the earth, my type of people. Keep coming to the shows. TheJoshPotter.com.
He always
I hope
does.
Roberta comes. Go ahead.
Not really for Sara,
the
but
best
for me.
draft in the entire NFL. Are you surprised to hear that?
Certainly not. The first year we took it to the limit. And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
It's been 20 years since then.
Dude, pause it. The awareness of her just going like, my new beach house. You know, she tells her friends the beach house, but she had a moment of consciousness when she was on the camera. She goes, well, it's a few minutes from the beach. Keep going, because she gets better.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules. You can't have a newcomer come in and steal a show.
No.
Thank you.
So menacing.
I'm scared.
What of Jackson?
That makes me scared of Jacksonville. I thought it was going to be like a nice lady. Roberta is horrifying.
Roberta, you're my type of lady. Come on out. Let's have a beer. I just love
what?
No, I just love the idea of Sara in Jacksonville. It's my favorite. So please go. Because it's funny to me.
Valley Girl in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. You've never been?
No.
Well, Sara doesn't.
Why would I go to Jacksonville?
I feel
other
like
than to entertain the people.
And this has nothing to do with you in particular, Jacksonville. Sara has this opinion about pretty much all of the United States of America. So why would I go? I just listed my calendar. It sounds like a nightmare
Omaha.
trounce to. Yeah.
I heard Omaha. I checked out.
What about Des Moines? I mean, that's another one.
Ugh.
These are the roaches places. Every time I say something to Sarah, she gets physically. Where did Hormos went to like Minnesota, just the state of Minnesota, and Sarah goes, "Why?" We got to get the old baby out in the Midwest.
The old baby wants to be on Broadway, baby. Take the old baby on Broadway. The old baby.
I'm gonna make the
in Miami. The
someday,
old baby.
When I start moving some tickets down the road, it's still gonna happen for me someday. When I start, no, I'm gonna take the old baby.
You think I want to be in Jacksonville?
Where do you think you're gonna go?
Don't know.
Where do you think? That's my point. Like you could be selling. You could be selling out arenas. What cities are there that you think you're gonna go to?
That I like?
Yeah, you think Chicago is like, you're like, oh no.
Chicago is better than Jacksonville. I already know it. Based on your reactions.
You haven't been there. You haven't been there.
I already know based on reading your energy when we talk about the two.
Well, I mean,
you're like, I would die in Chicago. I want to go to Chicago.
I'm going to say this.
That's what you said last time I did your podcast.
Wait, you're going to die?
No, you said when you're inching closer to death, you're going to move to Chicago for the end.
I wouldn't mind.
That's what you said last time I did this podcast.
As far as cities I died, Jacksonville doesn't not make the list, maybe.
You want to die next to Roberta.
If I were to rank cities in Florida, I'd put Jacksonville kind of up there because they're my people. You'd put Miami, that's your place.
I've never been there, but yeah.
You've never been to Miami?
I've never been to Miami.
What part of Florida have you been to?
None.
None?
This is going to be my first time.
And it's Jackson. Well, be nice to her, Jacksonville. That's hilarious. Tell
them to be nice to me.
No, it's going to be fun.
I mean, listen, I think Miami, right? Isn't that where the Versace Manor was?
You think that's where your people are?
That's where mommy belongs.
So if you had to rank United States cities, please give me, I know at least the top 2.
Okay, what are they?
But what could they possibly be beyond that? Because you've got Chicago so low.
It's L.A.
Well, duh. And then New York.
L.A., New York.
Okay. That's where
That's
where the old baby wants to be.
That's about it.
There's a whole giant country.
Okay. I wouldn't mind. I heard Montana's pretty.
Sarah.
What? You're asking me.
You've never been there, though.
No. Colorado.
There's a lot of pretty stuff out there, but would you live there? Okay. Colorado's a big state. Denver, then?
I think so.
You've never been to Denver?
No, I've never been to Denver.
What cities have you gone to?
Seattle.
And what do we think?
It's a little depressing. Portland.
Yeah. What do we think?
A little depressing. I was some guy in Portland that had to sit in front of one of those sun lamps, and I said, "Yeah, no, I'm going back to LA where the sun just shines."
See, I like that. The clouds are my sun, so when I go up there, I go, "Ooh, a gray day."
Oh, not me.
When it's sunny out, I go, "Ooh." I push the blinds back
love
together.
Hawaii.
Okay,
Catch the old baby doing a residency in Kauai, baby.
It's
Aloha.
It's just such an odd choice of occupation to choose one in which you have to travel to go to some. I love going. Name me a city, and I go.
The grosser it is, the harder he gets.
There is one city in the world.
Like Bakersfield.
No, New Haven, Connecticut can get. That's the only one.
What happened to you there?
I just didn't enjoy it. Everywhere I went, I felt like I was at the DMV.
That's how I felt in Tacoma.
Tacoma
disgusting.
It's not Seattle, but it's right there. It's like
oh no, it makes Seattle look like heaven. Tacoma.
I kind of like its vibes. It looks like Old West.
Tacoma?
A little bit. I don't know.
I did 24 hours there. I said, yeah, I won't be coming back.
It doesn't look like Old West. I'm going to get roasted for that. People are really up my... All of a sudden, I don't know if you have to go back to episode number 4 of this here program, but I do recall telling people right off the bat, this is not a fact show. We are not about
facts. What do you
facts.
think people are fact checking?
We are not. I've never claimed. I'm not Joe Rogan or any of these people that can come out here and spout.
I'm leaving.
I can't spout information. I read stupid books. Books that have nothing to do with making one intelligent.
What books do you read?
I'm reading a lot of Bukowski lately, which is affecting my writing, which is in not a good way. But also,
You're just talking about how you're getting drunk at the post office.
I'm reading a French, exactly. I'm reading a French romance novel to see if I can learn some new words. But I I can't even say the name of the book. I don't know how to say it.
A French romance novel?
Yeah, it's right. It's a little, I can't even. I don't know how to say. I'm not going to try to say the name of the book.
Is it horny?
You can't get me. It's a little horny.
Is that why you're reading it?
Is it
No.
new or is it like old?
No, it's kind of old. It's very old, actually. It's paperback.
Well, what's this horny French book you're reading?
It's I can't think of it. Type in LAS.
He doesn't know how to say it.
I don't want to say it. LAS space CA. Shit. How do you S? Oh God. Now type French something. Type in French and then see what comes up. God, it's right out there in the fucking.
We have to know.
Do you know like the author's name or anything?
Dude, you'd think I would. Now I look like a real stooge.
He's like.
It's not like Madame Bovary.
No, I didn't go.
Madame Bovary.
You did reference Cyrano de Bergerac a few podcasts ago, so like this tracks for what we've been doing recently.
I can't believe you're reading a French romance novel. You're such a multi-dimensional human.
It's right out there. Can you go, Alex? Can you just go out there?
Be careful. There might be cum on it.
No, there's no. Why would there be cum on it?
Your French romance novel?
Why would there be cum on it? I don't jerk off. It's in that little. It's in the bookshelf right there. Right, left. There you go. Look down. It's thin and white in a paperback.
Is it horny? The book?
Slightly horny.
Okay.
It's horny in a way where it's like the breast was, I don't know.
yeah, exposed.
Yes, the lady. I don't know why I was going to say Las Camellias.
The Lady of the Camellias?
Here you are.
Let me see.
It's just I'm trying to like learn flowery language. I thought this would help. But it's really not. It's pretty basic, actually.
Yeah, get fucked, Alexander Dumas.
Yeah, I mean, it's Alexander Dumas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take a look at that.
The character's name is Marguerite.
Marguerite. It's a class. I heard it was a classic. I read it was a classic. I'm trying to be smart. So again, this was a whole big roundabout way of showing I'm not a smart guy. I never claimed to be, and I never would. I'm trying my best out here, though. All right, I'm trying to be cultured.
He's reading The Lady of the Camellias.
I'm reading some Alexander Dumas shit. Anyhow,
it's a French romance novel.
Yeah, so I should read something maybe a little more factual about. People are up my ass about the thing I said about the old ranges, the pew pew ranges. I don't want to say the G word because we'll get. That's how I'll say it. YouTube is gay. I'll say that G word, but they won't let me say the GUN word.
They won't?
No, I mean, they get mad at you. And so I was talking about the ranges, where you go and you shoot. And it's 100%. Type in the buddy rule.
Okay.
At gun ranges. It's an actual thing. People are like, that's not a real thing. You can go to. Of course, maybe some of them don't have this, but this is what I was discussing. I didn't say everyone. I said, I don't know. I don't go to these things. And I said, a person told me about this. All right? You fucking nuts.
What's the buddy rule?
It's where you have to go to a gun range with a person so you don't...
unalive yourself?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's dark.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do here. Anywho, let's get into some sports. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Actually, halt.
Yeah.
I got so sidetracked by my cry for my plea to let people know that I'm not smart that I forgot. We have breaking news. I mean, it is.
Oh, shit.
I mean, and it is the biggest story in the world right now, and I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I have no idea.
Well, I was hoping you were going to assume it was the...
Trump?
It's not.
Terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
We had a Seaman terrorist, folks, that so many people sent me. It was out of this world. Thousands, literally thousands, DMs, emails, Instagram DMs, tags.
Okay.
The most prolific, maybe the 9/11 of Seaman terrorism here.
I don't know about this.
It happened in Philadelphia, folks, and boy, oh boy.
Fucking nut it all.
Oh, We got a video. Let's play the video here while I figure out how to navigate my article.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch. Oh my god. He nutted on my leg. He nutted on my leg.
He nutted on my leg.
A 35-year-old man was accused of ejaculating on the leg of a female dollar store employee in Philadelphia,
I was wondering if it was the dollar store.
Yes, exactly. Prompting hometown rapper Meek Mill to order a manhunt for the sicko. Did you know that?
I didn't know Meek Mill was getting involved.
Who is free now, right? Meek Mill is out.
I didn't even
Is he
know
out of
was
jail?
gone.
I don't know.
Is Meek Mill just in jail putting out bounties on semen terrorists? I like it, frankly. I think he should be recused of his crimes. I think he should be back out there because...
He was released 5 years ago.
Oh, thank God.
He's up to date with the Meek Mill
Last week I had coming off a crazy acid trip and I felt like I was really on one. Today I feel like I'm like behind my own 8 ball. We'll see. I'm not like all there. I'm like, oh, Meek Mill, was he out of jail? Oh, 5 years ago? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That happened 5 years ago? Oh, I've been in a bubble of my own time? Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Anywho.
You've been busy reading French romance novels.
The indecent assault happened last month, according to police. The video footage of the suspect, Gary Miles, fleeing the store on June 23rd has gone viral. And I did, like I said, I got this sent to me and then I wanted to like flush it out and get to the bottom of it. And I'm glad I did because now Meek Mill put out a bounty for this man. And after seeing the footage, Philly rapper Meek Mill took to X and he offered up $2,000 for any information leading to the suspect's identity. Isn't that funny? That's not a real substantial amount of money to offer up
I was
for
thinking
information about a crime. It's like, semen terrorist? Yeah, 2 G's will cover it. I think that's good. He only nutted on her leg and not inside of her.
It was on her leg in the Dollar Tree, so $2,000.
How do you
If it was maybe a Nordstrom, $8,000.
I just wish I could know. I mean, I said this so many times when it comes to the semen terrorist, and maybe I'll never know because this proves I'm not a terrorist, and this is the mind of a sick individual. How do you conjure up a nut and then shoot it on someone without them even knowing you're gathering one up? You know what I'm saying?
You're horny as hell.
I mean,
You're
what's
horny as hell.
the fastest you ever seen a guy come? Have you seen him go pretty quick?
Yeah.
Like real, like, oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, I wish I just had
Like
nuts
you just
falling
put it
out.
in and come.
What?
I've had that.
Where it just goes the second it's inside?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's not even fun.
Sucks for me too.
Well, it sucks for everyone involved. And
then you're like, ew. Can you get off of me?
I've only been on the other end of the spectrum where it's like we're starting to create fire due to friction because it's been too long. And they're like, well, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. I just disappeared. No.
It's not you, I swear.
It's not you. I don't know. I go off somewhere. Let's play Manhunt with him today in Philly, some community service. I got 2 bands for his low, but you got to connect. Okay, I'm going to translate to what I think he's asking. What he's saying here, you see, he's saying, let's play Manhunt today. That means we're going to catch this person in Philadelphia.
I got 2 bands.
I got 2 bands for his low means
money.
I've got $2,000 for the location of the suspect.
Yeah, we're fucking hip.
But you got to connect. That means please to be reaching my contact information. Amen means goodbye. Thank you. Police released surveillance photos showing Miles entering the store wearing a black t-shirt featuring a candy cane and the words, "It's not going to lick itself."
No, he was wearing a shirt that said "It's not going to lick itself."
And sure isn't there. That's the guy right there. It ain't going to lick itself.
Ew.
Yeah, but it's a candy cane. It's not. It's not. If it was a picture of his, I want a shirt.
You know what it meant.
I want a picture of a shirt with a penis on it, or a shirt. I want a picture of a shirt. I want a shirt with a picture of a penis on it that says it's not going to lick itself. That would have been something.
Ugh. I don't like. And then she's like, "He nutted on me." It was funny when she kept saying "nutted."
When it was wild that she kept repeating that like a child who was like, "He hit me." You know what I'm saying?
He nutted on me.
He nutted on me. Go back and play that again. Let's watch it. whenever you get the chance. He turned himself in on Thursday, by the way, and has been charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment
Did he get the
charges.
2,000?
That's what I think. He might have turned himself in because he knew Meek Mill put the hit out, and maybe he thought he could get the 2 G's himself, and that would cover some of his eventual legal fees. Let's watch it again. There he is right there. It's not going to look itself. It's on the front of that shirt.
Okay.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You're going to hell, bitch.
You're gonna go to.
Oh my god. He
They
nutted
blurred
on
the
my
cum.
leg. He nutted on my leg.
He nutted on my leg. If you're the man who asked what happened, you go, sorry, I asked. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, the man's like, oh my Lord, maybe he hit that woman. Maybe he did. But then he's like, he nutted on my leg. He goes, that was a level in which I wasn't expecting to encounter.
Do you need a cum rag? Is the next question.
Do you want me to wipe it? Like, that's basically, out of all the sexual crimes, I know we raise plenty of awareness to semen terrorism, but that just seems like one you can just go like, all right. I mean, it is an absolute violation. Don't get me wrong.
It's like you're wiping someone's dead babies off your leg.
All right.
It's already weird when you're wiping the cum off your body from someone that you love. Now you're talking about a rogue man in the dollar store.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, who knows what's in his semen? I don't know what he had for dinner.
No, she sounds as devastated as it feels appropriate. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
No, of course. I'm sorry. Thanks, guys. I mean, Jesus. I was just saying, like, at the end of the day, she's running around with it on her leg. I would have wiped it off before I was, like, pointing to it and telling strangers. Anyhow.
What do you wipe it off with?
You got a whole dollar store full of shit to wipe it off with. You kidding me? Oh boy, folks. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by the Auto Blow. That's right, folks. Are you sick and tired of having to wrangle a partner at the end of the evening to get your blowjob? Well, no more do you have that issue. Use the Auto Blow, the blowjob machine. No more toothy, lame blowjobs from prude ladies. You get the Auto Blow now, and with its AI data, it takes from hundreds of hours of blowjob videos, it syncs right up to your free porn library, so the movements mimic what you see on screen. It is the Auto Blow.
That's sick. I
Boy,
didn't know.
oh boy, sure you didn't, because I didn't tell you yet. Guess what, folks? I use the Auto Blow all the time. I'm not even coming inside of regular human beings ever again with the Auto Blow. No, sir. Why would I? I mean, good golly, it's got everything I need right here. It might be high-tech looking, but it's easy to use right out of the box. So if you have any questions, they're service experts, always available, by the way. So if you go, what the hell do I do with this part of the Auto Blow? Call them up and ask them. They'll tell you, my friends. Work smarter, not harder. Outsource your wrist workout to the Auto Blow. That's right. You keep your wrist less. I mean, the carpal tunnel is just gone from my wrist, folks. It's unbelievable with the Auto Blow. It's time to start having the best blowjob of your life. Head to autoblow.com and use code Potter to snag 10% off your order. That's autoblow.com. Code Potter for 10% off. The Auto Blow. Time for sports. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Had to turn off my Auto Blow there. Alex, I'm going to airdrop you some pictures because guess what, Sarah? You know, Sarah, I get on your case for not being out and about sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
And she gets upset about it, and I feel bad, but I just want it. I just want you out more, you know?
Frankly, I've had enough. I'm a homebody.
So yes, I always say, boy, I wish the old baby was here. But, you know, I was at the Comedy Store and I signed up for Fallouts at the end of the night. And this was actually Saturday night. Excuse me. I had a regular old set early on. And I went up, had a great time, had one of my better sets there. And I was like, boy, oh boy, that was fun. And lo and behold, who is in the audience? None other than my favorite Patriots quarterback, Mac Jones.
Wow.
Now people are out there probably LOLing or spitting their breakfast out of their mouths or whatever the hell you happen to be doing. Maybe you did a spit take. My favorite Patriots QB, it's because he was the worst one they've ever had.
He was?
Yes, and we beat them quite often. And, he just kind of ruined the tenure of Bill Belichick and everything else and just kind of brought the empire to its knees. So he is my favorite for those reasons. And I did get caught. Someone who, it was Nate Welch, funny comic. He saw me go get a picture with Mac Jones and he was like, look at this traitor over here taking a picture with a Patriots player. But you see, I don't do it with the good Patriots. I do it with the ones that brought this guy might as well be a Bills player for all I, you know what I mean? He does have his Mac 10. By the way, Jacksonville Jaguar now. You can go see him down there. He'll be down there. Jacksonville Jaguars.
The worst player of all time.
He's the backup, He's not he's not the worst player of all time. He just brought the legacy of the Patriots to rubble.
Screeching halt.
Yeah.
What's up with his chain?
It says Mac 10. He has to show everyone. That's how somebody guessed. I think it was, I forget who was up earlier than me that knew it was him. And I didn't hear it, so I didn't know until I got off and I saw him outside. And I was like, were you in the original room? He goes, yeah. And I was like, that's crazy that Mac Jones watched me basically like try a couple new jokes and stuff. But it was a really fun set and a good one.
Why does it look like he's holding a drink that's not there?
He's doing a 4, and we don't know what the 4 means.
What?
I don't know what it's like this. It's like 4.
I really thought he had a drink until you mentioned
it. It looks like he is holding a phantom drink.
I have a Bernie in my hand there. If you go down,
a Bernie, a cigarette.
Yeah. I
didn't realize that was a nickname for.
I don't know. I just think I just made it up a little bit.
I have a butt in my hand.
I got a cigarette. I call it Sig still, but I'm wearing my. I have Megan Thee Stallion on my.
No.
There. That's pretty funny. Found that in a thrift store. Anyhow.
No, that's so crazy.
It was a wild moment, and I wish you were there.
Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad that I got to hear about it this way.
You miss all the celebs.
Is that a celeb? You're like, you miss all the celebs. I'm like, do you know what a celebrity is?
I mean, to me, he's a celeb. Won a national championship with Alabama Crimson Tide.
I'd rather see Catch Me Outside Girl.
So would I, frankly.
I saw her at the hair salon once.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Was she like...
She was wild.
She looks pretty hot. I mean, I can say that now. She's 20.
She just had a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, so it's safe.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like, that's not actually a very good metric at all for that.
That's true.
Anyhow, let's go talk about what's going on here in the Copa America. Alex, tell me what this tournament is. I know you know better than I do.
Copa America, all of the continents have a soccer tournament between all of their national teams. So like the European teams all play each other at the Euros, which also just happened. And Copa America is all of the teams from North, South, and Central America.
And they had the championship event, was it, between Brazil and Argentina?
It was the final match between Argentina and Colombia.
Sorry, Colombia. I confused your jerseys for Brazil.
And who won?
Well, before we even get into who won, because that wasn't the story at all, the game almost didn't happen. I mean, it was a crazy situation to the point where like I started seeing news crop up about it, videos of people bum rushing the gates. I mean, they had you have a capacity at your stadiums. These people did not care about having a ticket or not. They wanted to get in no matter what, hell or high water. So people were rushing the gates. They thought if they bum rush it, the security can't stop us all.
It's like a Black Friday sale.
Exactly, but with so many more people and ravenous people. People were, I mean, and this is in Miami. This is at the heart. I've been to this stadium many times. I mean, it's like wild. I was like watching it. Thought I was watching. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Where's that happening in some South American country? And it's like, no, it's happening in Miami. And I was like, Jesus. And they had no way of like, why? I thought it was because FIFA was going to like Qatar and shit. You know what I'm saying? That there would be things like this that happen where it's like not well run. But this is happening in America where we've dealt with stadium functions our entire lives. What is it about soccer?
America is crumbling.
No, but
I don't know if you've ever seen this.
No, but it does. This part of it shouldn't. And it's like, what is it about soccer that yields this type of like insane. Like, you can't even hold a game in a stadium without like people acting so crazy.
He's covered in blood.
Yeah,
he
not
looks
only
like he's in Gaza.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The whole thing looked like they were like rushing for aid at the shores. I mean, it was crazy.
It does look like that.
And they were climbing through the ventilation systems. We have videos of multiple videos here. I want to
climbing through the ventilations.
Yes, to get into the stadium. Look at
What is going on here? People are getting into the Copa America through the ventilation system.
They're like rats.
What is going on here? What the heck?
Do you have video of just the gate entrance too? I mean, just the like sheer terror. There's like families at this thing, and people are just like storming in as if it's like. And I mean, it does have little. I mean, I guess I say I'm like, America, we're better than this. But then again, people are doing this at Target to get a Black Friday
toaster.
television. Yeah, exactly. Although now they just do it online to each other, and they call each other terrible slurs in their queues for Black Friday shopping. Okay, what is this?
Yeah, this is just a supercut of a bunch of the footage, but it's all the people like crushing up against the gate, and then they keep trying to let some people in.
And it's like, what do you do? Shoot them? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what they were supposed to do. It's just so many people. It's like insane.
These people look insane. Look, they're passing out from the heat. It's like, just watch the game at home, bitch.
They're not passing out from the heat. They're passing out from being crushed.
Go home, have a nice beer on the couch, get in your sweatpants, please.
This is like a fear of mine, being trampled in
Yeah, this is why I don't
crowd.
like going out.
That's funny.
This is exactly why. That shit doesn't happen at home.
It sure doesn't. I mean, I can't believe this doesn't happen at like the only time I would want to get trampled to death would be at a Taylor Swift concert among all the like pretty women just be like stampeding me, and I'm like, and I just
And now you want to be stampeded by a
bunch
group of Swifties,
by a bunch of hot millennials
in high heels.
Just stomp me to death. That would be but not soccer fans. No sir, no.
You're covered in friendship bracelets.
Yes. Yeah, they just drown me in your friendship bracelets. What's this crying Jets fan video? I need to see this because I forgot what it was, and I can't go by the wayside without watching a Jets fan cry. What's it say there? I just won a Super Bowl. Oh, it's to Aaron Rodgers. So you know Aaron Rodgers, right? He was on the Green Bay Packers, of course. You know that.
Of course,
just kidding. And then he was sent to the old
Cheeseheads.
Yes.
Green Bay.
There was a whole maligned issue with him on the team and the management and everything else. Anyway, he was sent to the New York Jets, and it's been just kind of a shitty ride for Jets fans. And now let's hear them yell at him.
I just want Super Bowl, please.
Oh my God, that's so nice. What's nice about that? The man was having a mental breakdown, and Aaron Rodgers was like, "All right, buddy. I just want a Super Bowl, Aaron." This is the state of Jets fans. You'd never see a Bills fan do that.
I mean, that's embarrassing. That's a kid that wants to have a play date and their parents says no.
That's embarrassing.
That's the vibe.
I want to check. Is he...
Someone wrote his wife is definitely calling someone else daddy this second.
I hope it's just some cucky little bitch boy and not a man who is, let's say, mentally limited.
No, I mean, I know men who they have all their facilities, their faculties about them. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to football, they get a little mentally slow.
Well, sure. Me too.
You know?
I mean, Sarah was here. It's the best day on the planet today, by the way. Maybe that's why I'm a little distracted. But NCAA football dropped just but hours ago. And Sarah and I were here. And I had to play a little bit of it. I had to show her. I made myself.
I mean,
she was enthralled. I thought you'd get into the fashion aspect of it.
Well, because I didn't think you were going to make it so that it looked as close to you as possible.
Yeah, she's like, she wanted to make me to be, she's like, why don't you just be black and with dreads and stuff?
Yeah, I was like, that guy was hot. The first guy, Prince, that showed up, I was like, oh, we don't have to podcast. I can just stare at this
graphic.
This graphic of this football player.
The default NCAA football player.
I was like, can you make his arms bigger?
Prince King. See if it shows up now. The game has been out. Just type in NCAA football Prince King. It's the default. That's the default name they had in the game, which I thought was hilarious.
No.
They don't have. I mean, it might be him, but like, wild. So yeah, I made Sarah watch me create myself, and I kept it. You can't do black people though on the because then I'm doing digital blackface.
What is it?
Yes, it's cultural appropriation. You won't catch me doing it, folks.
Well, sorry.
Plus, I want to be in the game.
I wish I could do something like that, but I'm planning my wedding.
Yeah, we can make wedding planning simulator. Oh my god,
wedding planning simulator. I'm trying on dresses.
Why don't they have that, dude? Do they have that? They have They have lawnmower simulator, farm simulator, wedding planning simulator. They got it. Microsoft, you're fucking up. I mean, they have so many different mundane ones for guys. They have train conductor simulator. They have everything. That would actually be a good one. You have to figure out a budget. You have to pick a dining hall. You have to get the decorations.
Choose a vendor for your flowers.
Yes.
You got to taste the cakes.
Yes, I bet dudes
I would love to go taste cakes.
This would be, that would be so funny. This would be like a way for dudes to educate themselves on, you would watch the wedding planner simulator comes out and you have a bunch of autistic guys really good at it all of a sudden.
Divorce simulator.
Oh my God, that would be so good too.
It's like, I got to get ready for court. What am I going to wear? Put on a different shirt.
She saw you with that woman and keyed your car.
I gotta go smash in his car. Someone objects during the wedding. I mean,
divorce court part of it simulator. Divorce court simulator. Yeah.
Well, all your friends can attend your virtual wedding. I like it.
Oh, that's a great idea, Sarah. You gotta like call your manager and market that. I don't know. You gotta.
Gonna be like, I'm not the right person for this.
You have a concept. I don't know if there's any people out there that work for Microsoft, but get on it.
It's my idea. It's Weinshank's virtual wedding planner.
Trademark it now.
TM. You could have chicken, you could have beef, you could have fish at the wedding. You could have
vegetarian. No. Did
vegan your RSVP?
Plate? No vegan plate.
Oh, we can make the exception.
Many? I have only got. It tells you in the thing like check how many RSVPs you've gotten. You sent your invitations out late.
Yeah, send a reminder to people to RSVP.
Wow, Sarah. I mean, the detail. Start writing it down. Wedding planning simulator. You would definitely love planning a wedding. That's going to be your favorite thing.
Registration. Like, this is where we're registered. Did you buy me the china?
Would you get married multiple times to plan multiple weddings?
I haven't been married once.
I know, but would you?
Of course.
You should just be a wedding planner from the side.
What do you think I should be a wedding planner?
Is that a degrading thing to say?
Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like it would be
It's
sad.
Only fun when it's yours.
It would be sad to be planning a bunch of weddings and never be married.
It's only fun when it's yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was like,
but if you
give a fuck what your favorite song is that you want to walk down to the aisle. If it was my wedding, I give a fuck about what song I'm walking down the aisle to. I don't give a fuck who the flower girl is.
But maybe you'll get the itch after yours, and then you'll be like, this is a fun thing to do.
I'm going into wedding planning.
I don't know. Was that sad?
During menopause?
Was that
I start menopause and get into wedding planning. It's not sad. It's not sad. My hormones are all fucked up. I can't get pregnant. I'm planning some bitch named Elizabeth's wedding in Hawaii.
Right. Suddenly, it's she wants the video game, though.
I want the video game so I can just, get a little high and taste fake cakes. Like, that is my fucking...
There should be more girly video games like that.
Yeah.
There's a video game called Wedding Dash, apparently, that you can plan a wedding and do wedding shit on.
Wedding Dash.
Wedding Dash sounds like something that would crash.
What's it on? What system is it on?
They have it for mobile and just PC.
Mobile. Maybe the old baby checks out Wedding Dash later.
What are you doing? Nothing. I haven't seen Shank in some time. What is she doing? Oh, Wedding Dash.
Yeah, I can't on a mobile app. It can't be detailed. You need the word simulator involved because then it gets very intricate and detailed.
Do it on an Xbox or a PlayStation.
No, not necessarily. It could be on your computer, but it's got to be simulator. That's the point. So it's the more realistic.
We can go dress shopping.
They're making a farm simulator. Now I have no interest in this, folks. but the game looks crazy. They're making a farm simulator that's coming out in November that is insanely detailed and like.
My ex played a farm game called, what was it? Stardew Valley.
That's for like autistic people.
I dated someone who was obsessed with Stardew Valley, and then he got a mermaid pendant. And if you got a mermaid pendant, then you could propose to your girlfriend in Stardew Valley. And then he never played the game again because he was a commitment phobe. He was gonna propose to his Stardew Valley lover Emily, and he
couldn't even do that.
He couldn't do it, and that was the first sign that it wasn't gonna work.
Flag. The red flag was the mermaid pendant.
The mermaid pendant. And him not being able to follow through even in Stardew.
No, Stardew Valley is gay compared to this fucking game. I mean,
what is this?
This is
Farm Simulator. John Deere?
This is Farm Simulator. I don't exactly. It would be monotonous for me. I don't have the attention span or discipline to play a game as intricate as this. But it is wild. I watched a trailer for it and it just kind of blew me away. It made me go like, I wish I was the type of person who could do this.
I'm gonna go tend to my crops.
Yes, exactly. Look at.
Oh no, it's so boring.
You have to.
Absolutely.
But it's beautiful looking. It's like, I don't know. I could see myself maybe going down a path, but I am not like. I don't have the like discipline or attention. I would start looking at my phone. I'm like. It would make me go like, I should just be doing this for real.
Yeah, it makes you think you could really have a farm. I wonder how many people
think you really could, but like make you really kind of want to and wish. Oh, that was a bad move. This guy sucks.
Well, how do you know how to do it?
Exactly. That's what I said. I'd really like, I wonder how bad it gets if they go, the crops are all rotting and like.
You can buy new machines.
I know, it's crazy.
You can paint them real close shades of red.
That's all I would do is paint my machines. I would like put
Same.
I would actually, you could
make hearts to my machine.
Mine would be all American flag stuff.
Really?
If I'm a farmer, yeah, I want to have the most, I want people to go, I want his crops. He's a real patriot.
I bet he has the best grapes in town. You see that flag on his John Deere?
All right. We're like just as autistic watching this video as this point. I got to get back to the show. We got so high. All right. So Jefferson Nally's daughter is the Roach reporter on this. Now, Jefferson Nally, if you don't know, a award-winning Roach reporter out there. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can send in your Roach reportings. But Jefferson Nally's daughter sent this to him, and he forwarded it to my desk. Can you believe it? It's about a Florida man facing domestic battery charges after his girlfriend accused him of throwing a cookie at her. Wade Smith, 41, was arrested Sunday in the alleged incident at his home in Zephyrus, Zephyrillis, I don't know how to say that. The victim told deputies that Smith threw a hard piece of a cookie at her, hitting her in the forehead. Deputies said the woman was left with a little red mark from the cookie. The defendant admitted to throwing the cookie at the victim without her consent. Smith was booked into the Pasco County Jail, where he remained in custody Monday. Records showed attorney information wasn't available. Not many details on the cookie battery.
What kind of cookie? Was it a little cookie, a big cookie?
Evidently, it was hard. It was hard, so it was stale. Maybe it was an Oreo, because Oreos are hard.
Oreos are hard. It could have been an Oreo, could have been a Chips Ahoy, it could have been a Nutter Butter, it could have been an Animal Circus cookie. I mean...
She loves listing cookies, folks.
One thing about me is I'm going to list the cookies, especially after I smoke weed.
She knows so many cookies. Oh, my God.
Shortbread, Thin Mint.
She knows all the cookies. Do-si-do.
Tag along.
But do you think if a guy threw a cookie at you, would you call the police?
It depends on who it was and what kind of cookie it was. If it was an Oreo, I'd be like, thanks, babe. And I'd eat it. And then I'd leave.
Just you try to throw a cookie at the old baby, she'll be like, ow.
Yeah, I'll catch it with my mouth. Nice try.
At what point, like, what level of cookie does it become not okay? Like, what cookie do you report?
A Fig Newton. How dare you throw a Fig Newton?
It's not a cookie.
It's a Newton. The audacity to throw a Fig Newton at your girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, any cookie, really. A piece of one, too. He just kind of threw one at her and it hit her in the forehead. Imagine that would be like a nightmare of mine. Every man, I think, has the nightmare of being put into jail. Just like innocently. I didn't do it, I swear. And they're putting you. I feel like every guy has had that nightmare, right? Have you never had it?
Yeah, no. Do you?
Exactly, many times.
I have it, and I'm not even a man.
Well, okay, maybe humans. I thought just dudes had this nightmare.
I feel like we're all afraid of jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a dude thing, but we go to jail more. Anyhow, this would be my worst nightmare, to be like, we were horsing around. I threw a little cookie at her, and they're like, well, she called us, and she said without her consent, you hit her with a cookie.
And there is a red mark on her head.
There was. We did observe her head. Small red mark.
A small red mark is different than a welt. It's different than a bruise.
A guy's got
different than. I'm not victim shaming, but I'm saying I need more information.
A guy he's got gloves on and he's got the bag and he puts the cookie in the bag. This evidence.
Yeah, takes the evidence.
Sarah, you noticed all these teachers fucking the kids lately?
I've had enough of it.
We've got so many instances of it that are crazy here. This one's kind of wild. Ride or die besties who were in each other's wedding parties, wedding planner simulator. They're charged with having sex with male students while they worked for a Georgia school district. Rayleigh Greason and Brooklyn Schuler. Those just sound like whore names. I'm sorry.
They do. They sound like Georgia sluts.
God, this is like a porno, these two. We're ride or die. We ride or die together. My bestie right here, ride or die. And we got, she's fucking a child. I guess I got to fuck a child too. Ride or die, baby. They were slapped with charges Thursday for allegedly sleeping with the students between October 2021 and January of 2022. Greason allegedly had sex with 2 different male students between that period of time, while Schuler was indicted on charges that she had sex with a different male student also between those times. The woman faced charges of sexual contact by an employer or agent in the first degree. The 2 reasonably should have known the boys were enrolled in the school district, the indictment said, though it does not list the boys' ages or what schools they attended. So they might have just came across, well, look at these young fellas here. We're going to ride or die, baby.
We're going to ride this till the sun comes up.
She's fucking young boys. I'm going to get in there and I got to too. She's my ride or die boy. Greason was Schuler's maid of honor at her wedding November of 2022, months after the alleged. So they got married after they were like, remember when we were romping around with all that young dick? Well, I want you to be standing by my side when I lock down one for good.
It's jarring. She looks like so basic, like she belongs like a pumpkin patch with like a latte, pumpkin spice latte. Like she doesn't seem like she would fuck an underage guy.
She was just trying to get that young dick. That's all. Greason described her as best friend in her ride or die. Schuler was a bridesmaid at Greason's wedding. According to Greason's wedding site, Greason was a member of the Calhoun High School class of 29. She graduated high school in 2019. What are we even doing employing this woman as a teacher?
What?
She was just fucking people her age. Oh my God.
That changes everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She graduated in 2019, fuck someone in 2022.
She graduated college in 2023. What are we talking about here? I'm over here trying to be on the good side of the Lord and talk about her like she's a pedophile. She's not even, we don't know the ages. Now that granted, they could be 12 or something. Ages. Yes, exactly. But I think that they're probably pretty close to 18 judging by or at least close in age to the people judging by the fact that we don't know the ages. They would have exposed what the ages are.
Dude, it's always the bitches that look normal that are insane.
It'd be like fucking a girl who went to, it'd be like fucking a girl who was like a senior while you were a freshman, and then she went to college, and then she graduated. Or no, it would have to be.
It's like 1 year older than that, I think.
What's that?
It's like, because she graduated 2019, so
yeah,
it's like 1 year off that, basically.
She looks like she was in a sorority. I don't know. That's a lot.
Yeah, even if, I don't know, it gets kind of hairy bitches there, but it's so wild. They're not even in her class or anything either. They were just in the district. So who knows, like, maybe she was like, teaching at the elementary school and she fucked someone who just graduated the high school in 2021,
There's also weird, like, Romeo and Juliet laws in some states where it's like a 10-year age gap and that's okay. So it, like,
ugh.
Yeah,
Romeo
there's a
and
bunch
Juliet.
of weird shit in this country around like
So I feel like Georgia would have weird
the line
rules.
there.
Careful, you're going there soon.
Oh, I love you, Atlanta. If either of these ladies want to come see a show, come see the old baby.
Yeah, so I mean, she graduated college 2 years after the alleged incidents. So, I mean, this one's not even. If convicted, Greason and Schuler could face up to 25 years in prison. Jesus.
I like the idea of them going to prison together.
My ride or die, can we get a cell together? Spend 25 years in jail together.
What the hell? We're going to be Sallies.
You know they were in Nashville for that bachelorette party.
Yeah.
That's a Nashville bachelorette party if I ever heard of one. Well, Eric sent in another one here, and I'm just getting duped left and right today, folks. I apologize. But Eric sent one in here that's talking about how the UK, the teachers are just as bad. So it's not just an epidemic here in the United States. Rebecca Joynes was 30, groomed her victims from the age of 15 and had a child with one of the teenagers, according to the Manchester Crown Court. I can't possibly.
That's fucking crazy.
Jurors heard Joynes. Is it Joynes, you think, or Joynes? Anyhow, they heard her join their. Jurors heard that she joined their high school in 2018 as a part of the Teach First recruitment scheme after studying for a sports and exercise science degree. Parents of both boys watched as the woman wearing a gold necklace, black padded jacket with blonde highlights in her hair visibly shook and cried as she was put into jail. What does she look like? We got a video of this lady?
Yeah, we have the video of the moment she was arrested.
Let's go. The moment
it.
she was arrested. Wow, they're really on it here. A predator.
I'm not sure how much you know what's going on, but Colin's just got something that you.
Hello,
so
Constable.
Given what's happened, I know you've been sent home from school today. So you are under arrest at the moment on suspicion of sexual activity with a child. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
How's 6 months so far since?
So the necessity for the arrest is obviously to protect the vulnerable and for prompt and effective investigation. So obviously you are under caution. You will be given obviously your chance to say everything at the station. But
Can you pause it?
For the time being, you're under.
The fucking cop has the hot British girl voice that I like.
It's so confusing listening to a British person just,
No, I get- I
condemn
like-
somebody. You're like,
That's my like
in big
ideal.
trouble.
I think it's kind of a trashy accent, which is like it's basically like hearing a white trash accent in America. Like it just tickles that bone for me. You know what I'm saying? Like just hearing her go, and she'd be like, she had kind of that upspeak and like she sounded like Rebel Wilson talks. I think. Yeah.
yes, she kind of does.
It's intoxicating. I love it. Keep going.
She took one of the boys shopping and bought him a 350-pound Gucci belt, the court was told.
Oh my God.
This is security footage of it.
Sick. You want that Gucci belt?
How well do they pay teachers in England?
Wow, what did she just pay for there?
$350 for a belt for this boy.
Well, I mean, I bet they pay him better than they pay him here, I'll tell you that.
Or they had
What's
sex
that say?
twice. They went back to her flat where they had sex twice. The other schoolboy said that she told him she could not have a baby and they had unprotected sex, and later she became pregnant.
God. Oh, I got pregnant by a boy.
Did she have the baby?
Well, I think she's still pregnant with it. Let's hear that hot cop talk again.
I like how you just assume the cop is hot.
I mean, she's got a hot voice is all.
I'm not sure how much you know what's going on.
Shut up, guy. We don't want to hear your voice, guy.
So obviously, given what's happened, I know you've been sent home
Obviously,
from school
given
today.
what's happening.
You could put that on and
you are
take out
under
the
arrest
auto
at the
blow.
moment,
There you go.
Sexual activity with a child. You do not have to say anything.
All right. I'm getting hard over here.
Okay.
Just kidding. Oh my God, there's so many more details in this story.
The Gucci belt was a good one.
That is a good one. Boy A had gotten the woman's mobile number after she gave him all but one of the digits as a maths problem-solving exercise in which he had to work out. Well, at least she's making him learn some math there. She
said, I won't tell you the last number. You'll have to figure it out.
Yeah,
That's so fucking crazy. That's the first red flag.
They connected on Snapchat, and he sent her flirty texts with a pair then agreeing to meet in secret. This is all British writing, so I'm like fucking stumbling on it. I'm used to the French novels, like I said. Boy A lied to his mother that he was staying at a friend's house to play computer games after school finished on a Friday, but instead the woman picked him up near his home in her Audi AI and took him to Manchester's Trafford Centre and bought him that $350, well, it's not dollars, it's pounds. Let's be honest, £350 Gucci belt, so it's probably a little less than.
There's more.
It's probably more.
Wait,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like $500.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So back at her flat in Salford Quays, they kissed and then they had sex twice, with the woman telling the boy no one had better find out. The next day, the boy mothers noticed a love bite on her son's neck. And by Monday morning...
A love bite, aka a hickey?
Yes. And by Monday morning, rumors were circulating. Boy A's distraught mother stormed into the school reception as police were called in. The woman was suspended from her job. So, like, was he like, I fucked the teacher? Was he telling other people? Or was the mom like, I noticed the love bite?
The love bite.
That's
I'm
so
sorry.
gross.
It's such a funny thing to call a hickey.
Would you, if you noticed a hickey on your son's neck, would you be like, it was the teacher?
Well, no. To me, the red flag would be the Gucci belt. What the fuck are you coming home with this $400 belt? You're 17. You're 8. No, this isn't working.
That's a good
the
point.
first red flag.
That's a good point. Meanwhile, I would have been like, where'd you get that? And he's like, the teacher I fucked. All right. Are you all right with that? That's what I'd be like. Are you all right with that? You are? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just don't get her pregnant. Oh, wait, what? However, she then began a relationship with boy B. The teenager said this is after she got kind of caught and investigated. Then she was like, well, on to the next. The teenager said sexual activity with the woman began when he was 15, with kissing and full sex when he was 16. Golly. I mean, that's when, I don't know. I mean, I didn't lose my virginity till way after that because I was a stunted boy, but.
I lost mine already.
You lost yours already.
At 14.
Wowie, gazowie. Yep. To a regular age person?
To a 16.
Wow. So isn't that crazy? You fuck someone under 18?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
And I was also under 18.
I've never did that because I was past that. My son had set on my teens, yeah. And I fucked a real old, my first one was a real old bag, 26, and I was 22.
A real old bag. She's 4 years older.
Actually, she was 28. 6 years older.
6 years older.
Pardon me. What an old bag. He lied to his parents that he was off to watch Manchester United match, but instead was at the woman's apartment where he lost his virginity to the teacher. That's hey. I guess, he's probably going to be like, people are like, he could be traumatized, yada, 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 but it sounds like he's got a pretty cool story. It sucks that he probably got her pregnant, though. Boy B said the woman told him she could not have a baby and they had unprotected sex, but she, in fact, discovered she was pregnant. So, man, your first time you rip a baby, that sucks. And you're a kid.
And you get lied to by your teacher. Who's like, I'm infertile.
Sucks.
And then she's fucking pregnant.
Well, hopefully he's got a hefty lawsuit coming to him.
Hopefully he has a receipt for that Gucci belt.
He later told officers he saw the relationship as friends with benefits, but the woman became jealous and controlling. Oh, weird. That still happens when the woman is a predator? Hilarious.
Who could have seen that coming?
The day after she was arrested for a second time, the woman invited him to her flat for a date night. So this woman is just like, Kip's getting arrested, and she's like, so what? Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Hello, want to come over? At the end, it was a baby grow saying best dad on the... Oh my God, hold on here. So she had a date night involving an Ann Summers scratch card of sexual activities, rose petals, and surprises, the court heard. At the end, it was a baby grow saying best dad on the front. What's a baby grow? The boy said, I was like, what the fuck? That's what Boy B said to the police. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how to do a Irish one saying
Oh,
that,
it's a sleep suit.
It's a onesie. Yeah, it's with a British color onesie.
Okay. So she gave birth to the son early 2024, but the child was taken away from her within 24 hours. During the trial, the woman appeared in court with a pink baby's bonnet visibly tucked in her trousers belonging to the child she had with the boy. So this woman just wanted to get nutted in and have a baby, and this is who.
And she's walking around with a bonnet of a kid she doesn't have.
I mean, yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah, that's dark. But the prosecutor, Joe Altman, told the jury in his closing speech that it was a pretty naked attempt to garner youth sympathy. I don't know what that means.
She was also apparently already on bail for sexual activity with the first kid when she started fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. She kept getting arrested and was like, you know what? Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Hello, want to come over? She would just keep going with it. Wild animals, these predators are, but this is what people are sending in. Eric sent in that one. Before
That's
that,
crazy.
We had, who was the one who sent in the duo teachers? The ones that I think those other two women should be, set free to go fuck people on there. T-Bone sent in the other one. Thank you, T-Bone. Thank you to Eric. Love you both very much. Sarah, let everyone know about when you're coming to Atlanta and to Jacksonville.
I'm coming
please.
to Atlanta August 7th. I will be at the Punchline. Get tickets, one night only. And then August 8th, I am at Comedy Zone in Jacksonville. One night only. Get tickets to that. Also probably coming to Austin in August. I'll have the date soon at Princess Shank on Instagram and Twitter for show dates. And you can find me every Monday on this bitch and every Wednesday on Shank. What about you?
Oh boy, well folks, thejoshpotter.com is where you can see the calendar for all the live dates. Coming to Dallas here in a couple of little while. 26th and 27th, Dallas at the Dallas Comedy Club. And then going to be in Omaha on August 15th, Des Moines, Iowa, the 16th and 17th, and on the 24th of August, going to be in the old Boston, Massachusetts there. So yeah, that's August. September, we've got dates coming up, Long Island, Maine, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you go to thejoshpotter.com and check out all the dates. Keep rating, reviewing, and subscribing. I've got some fun news for you very soon. Episode 200 is approaching. We'll have Chase O'Donnell for that. Some fun guests coming up. I love you very much. We'll see you next Wednesday right here on The Josh Potter Show.
Bye.
Coming to 11 direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real. Sonny taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard. I'm pleased to be listening. Hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.